を開いて空を見ろ迫る宇宙の侵略迎えるて大熊ビュー飛び立て飛び立てガイキングやるで恐怖のデスクロス全てを吸い込むブラックホール
Here's the front of the box. It says Good Smile Company. It says Gaiking. Moving at the top, you can see a picture of the built figure. You can see it's made by Toei, or at least it's a Toei endorsed product, and a Moderoid logo at the top. The side just says Gaiking. The back has the fully combined version on the front, and then it has a bunch of different poses you can put Gaiking in. The other side says Gaiking with some warning labels, probably, do not ingest. The top has a picture of Gaiking, just like the front, and the bottom has Gaiking, like the front as well. Here is the Gaiking Moderoid model kit / figure. Let's get into the articulation. The head can, well, careful there. The head can move up that far, can move down that far, can go all the way around if you're careful with the horns. There you go. The horns pivot down and can go all the way around if you take the head off. But I'm not going to take the head off because I don't need to. The little jaw on the front chest can move like that. This is the two pieces that needed to be glued because they just slot right in, as you can see. Going on to the waist, you can move the waist side to side, and then you don't get an ab crunch because this is basically blocking that completely. The arm can go all the way around if you mind the backpack, all the way around because it's on a ball joint. The bend at the elbow is quite good. That is made possible by this cutout here in the forearm. You can twist it all the way around by the forearm. Same thing with the hands because it's on a ball joint. You can put the shoulder down that much. You can put it up that much. At the leg, you get a full rotation. The kick to the front, it's not terrible. The bend at the knee is not terrible. The foot can pivot back and forth, side to side, all the way around. So that's quite good. And then here, this bottom bit can come out to allow for more of a kick. Here's it to the back. Kind of bend that, looks like his leg's broken. But I normally just keep it tucked in there. That's so, it doesn't stick out and look kind of weird like some kibble. But that is the Gaiking figure articulation. Now on to the accessories. You get 2 open hands. You get hands for holding weapons. One's already holding the spear, so got that out of the way. Then you get the shield, which pegs into the arm like that. And then for the alternate mode, you get this chest piece and you get this little sculpted black face with red eyes. Here's the figure posed with the closed hands. Here's the figure with the different chest piece and face plate. There's Gaiking with both the open hands. There's a slightly dynamic pose with the spear. And then another dynamic pose with the shield. And if you have a standard, I'm trying to think of what would be comparable to this. If you have a standard high-grade model kit, Gundam model kit stand, this is a fake one that I got from China. You can tell because it's really crappy. It's starting to crack at the bottom, I think. But if you have one, you see that peg, back here near the butt, you have a hole. And you can peg into that hole. And then you can do aerial poses. If you can get the thing to look half decent, because I'm having a lot of trouble. Some say the most trouble that a man has ever had posing a figure. Quite a figure, quite a figure. There you go. Beautiful, lovely, absolutely lovely. There it is. It's all she wrote. It's all, oh my word. It was bent. That's quite the sad bit, isn't it? Okay. Yeah. That looks, can barely see it because it's so high. That looks half decent. You look at it and you find out it's about as big as your hand. Fred Durst. Yeah. It's about as big as your hand. I don't have small Asian man hands. Got big white boy hands. Oh! Fell down. What would I give it on a scale of 1 to 10? Well, the articulation is pretty good. The plastic quality is above Bandai, in my opinion. The fact that I didn't have to paint anything on it, like the spear or the lower chest, that black area. The fact that I didn't have to paint that's quite nice. The fact that it comes with a pre-painted piece like this, so I don't have to paint the red, is quite nice. I would give it a 9 out of 10. 10 would be it's completely blowing everything that I've ever touched out of the park. I mean, it's insane type thing. This isn't insane, but it's really nice. It's better quality plastic than Bandai. You don't have to paint it. It comes pre-painted. It's easy to build. I'd say it's in between a high grade and a master grade in terms of how difficult it is. It's really not difficult at all. You're building a super robot. It's simple, it's straightforward, it's nice. The joints are great. It's a great kit. If you can find one, I would pick one up if you like Gaiking. I like Gaiking a lot. My dad used to have all the jumbo 2-foot tall Gaiking figures. So yeah, I like it. I think you should get one. It's a very fun little kit. Again, about as big as my hand, not very big, but it's a solid, like, you can do whatever you want to it. It's not gonna fall apart, and it's not gonna move out of its pose at all. I mean, it is a rock solid kit. Great job by Moderoid making this thing. They did a fantastic job. That is going to do it for today's review. I give it a 9 out of 10. Very impressive. So go get one. They're dope. That is it. Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.